Hi. I just got out of a Nintendo Press event at PAX West 2025 at the end of August 2025 to finally get a look at Elden Ring Tarnished Edition on Nintendo Switch 2 in portable mode. That is quite a sentence, but for a certain subset of From Software gaming fans, this is big news because this footage has not been available widely. Lots of different footage of Elden Ring Tarnished Edition on Switch 2 has only been floating around in carefully controlled preview videos and footage of the game in docked mode, but portable mode to me is the more interesting one because this is arguably the way people will want to play Elden Ring if they're playing it on Switch 2. It's portable, it's much more powerful than the first Switch, and I am sorry to be the steward of this footage. As you will see, I am not great. We're about to go into a very early encounter with a very powerful creature. It's not going to go well, but what you can really see here is that this camera is aimed at a Switch 2 at 4K resolution, 60 frames a second, meaning you are getting a pretty solid look at the kind of stutters and frame rate drops that happen when playing in portable mode. As I move the camera around, as I leap and jump, as I die and die and die, and as I generally try to give as much of a good impression of the technical breakdown of the game in the earliest opening zones. I was only given about 15 minutes a session for 3 sessions where I hopped in and out and asked very friendly reps from Bandai Namco to take this footage for me. Thank you very much, Bandai Namco PR team. So I am cutting in and out of various spots because they would shoot for about 30 to 60 seconds at a time before lifting the camera and moving to a different position. But you are seeing me move around with my camera aimed 60 frames a second, 4K resolution. So you will need to do your own cropping or zooming or staring at the screen to get a closer look because that was not allowed. I had to show hands and general perspective to get any of this footage. And if you do zoom and carefully look, you are going to see what, in my opinion, not confirmed at all by Bandai Namco, looks like DLSS upsampling of pixels. I cannot confirm this. I do not know it. I could be proven wrong. Having used DLSS in a lot of PC game testing and seeing how it works on Cyberpunk on Nintendo Switch 2, I do believe that this is DLSS. And I'm happy to be told wrong. Go ahead in the comments, tell me how super wrong I am or how awful I am at this game. Ultimately, this is a chance for you to basically take a look, see portable mode, a little taste. What you didn't see are some of the more staggering frame rate stumbles that I ran into in footage that was not filmed. In particular, at one point, about 5 NPCs crowded around me. Their animation appeared to be cut in half. You'll see this as a way for a high performing game to get its performance in check when it's capped. And that will happen when you've got about 5 NPCs on screen. I never got more than 3 on screen in the footage you are seeing here. But you will definitely see certain stutters. You also, in my opinion, see what I believe is ultimately a playable game. Quite playable, honestly. Certainly not perfect, certainly not buttery smooth. But I do believe while it does pale compared to Steam Deck performance, Steam Deck being optimized with customized shader compilation, I do believe that thanks to the higher fidelity and general comfort of having a Switch 2 as a thin, light system in the hands is possibly equal, if not better than, Steam Deck. While I was at this Switch 2 event, I did see some other games. I did not get footage of these. Short version in portable mode, Final Fantasy VII Remake coming to Nintendo Switch 2 supposedly by the end of this year, looks and feels fantastic. Quite smooth. Uh, Borderlands 4 coming to Nintendo Switch later this year. Not smooth. Definitely not able to keep a consistent 30 frames a second, which for a shooting series like Borderlands 4, I'm not loving that. I also got to see Star Wars Outlaws coming from Ubisoft later in early September, honestly, about a week after this video goes live. That on Switch 2 has ray tracing. It also has a lot of downgrades in terms of resolution, in terms of fidelity. You'll look at character faces, they look a bit derpy. But for having a fully blown Ubisoft open world adventure game that got patched, that probably didn't get a fair shake at launch because it had some serious issues and needed some tweaking back then, I think I might actually get back into that one. But this video is about to run out of me running and trying to get these NPCs to not kill me. I only do so well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll have more random comments, various corners of the internet. Take care.